Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. My name's Eric MUA, and sorry for a long video, but I felt like it needs to be a long one because I've been away for so long. But with that being said, let's get into today's video. Hello, everyone. How is everyone doing? Let me get comfortable here for just a second. Alrighty. Okay. We need to talk. And what I mean by that is, I'm not going to get comfortable here because I'm literally sitting on a chaise. But what I mean by that is, I haven't been uploading lately, and you can probably tell by that. And okay, that's better. You could probably tell by that because I haven't been feeling like myself, and I necessarily stopped filming because, along with not feeling like myself, there was just a change that happened, and that was coming from me on my end, and I just do want to apologize. And on top of that, it's like the whole filming videos and, what to create, just, I don't know. It's like I would get excited, film, and then upload it, but then I would never re-watch what I upload. And like, I would never feel accomplished with what I would put out. And that goes back to what I've been saying, how I never liked what I created, and that also goes into this whole depression aspect part of it in itself, because I can't even remember the last time I filmed, actually, where I sat down, got emotionally invested in it. And I know this is probably going to be a long video, and I don't care because this is something that I need to get off my chest, and I'm not going to add in, the fun, upbeat music and, the cute little edits that make it, funny, worth watching. And no, I'm really not going to do that because I'm not in that place at the moment, and I really haven't been. And along with that, I've been, who's a good boy? I've been going to therapy quite religiously, and it's been helping. And, in my last video, the last thing, I said was, my goal is to, be open and honest with John. And for all you who don't know who John is my partner now for going on 7 years, and we've been happily together for 7 years. And We met when I was 19. And trust me, I left off that subject, but it comes together. But yeah, we met when I was 19 and we met off Facebook, and he's been my world, and we've been together 24/7. I moved from, New York, and I left a part of me in New York, and it's like I opened up a new chapter in my life when I moved out here in Massachusetts, and it's like I almost forgot who I was, but that's not to say I always knew who I was, because I never did know who I was. And when someone's struggling with a identity crisis, and just to jump off that bandwagon real quick, I'm not struggling, with transgender. I'm not struggling, with sexual identity. I'm not. I'm struggling to find in my moment who I am. I don't know who I am. And I told my therapist this, a couple of weeks ago. Like, I'm that person, I'm that friend, I'm that partner that puts everyone else's needs before my own. And I never and by the time the end of the day, week, year, month, whatever, and I just focus on myself, if someone asks me who Derek is, I don't know, because I'm basing everything off of what everyone else thinks of me, not what I think of myself is. And, it's so cliche to even say, but growing up in, high school, number one, I never really fit into any crowd. Going into elementary school, no one liked me. But then when I got into, high school, I made a few different friends within, like, a few different, like, cliques. But, I was never the popular kid, because, no one liked me. Everyone thought I was weird. And, but I was okay with that, because even though I wasn't comfortable with myself, I was a kid that just spoke my truth. I was just comfortable with who I am. If you didn't like me, oh well. And I'm still that type of person, but it's like I didn't know myself then, and coming in now, I don't know myself, and that's hard. And now that, I'm 26, and that old tale that everyone says you're supposed to, have your life together by, like, your 20s, and you're supposed to know what you're supposed to do by then. But it's like, okay, I don't know what I want to do. And it's like, I don't know what it's like, I don't know. And how can I be comfortable, confident in myself when I don't know. And it's like I've been just so depressed, and my anxiety level has just been so heightened lately. It's just been so difficult to focus in the actual world. And and it's like I don't even know if this will go up, but it's like I just want everyone to know where I'm at. And it's like, of course I still want to keep my YouTube up, and yeah, I want to keep filming, but in the beginning I have always joked around. I make videos, quite I can't even say it, irregularly, and they started to go, irregularly, and then it started like declining, and then, here we are years later, and they've gotten like so spaced out, and I just feel like I'm letting you guys down. And then on top of that, it's like I'm dealing with stuff that came up in therapy that I've always pushed aside, and I just never really felt like talking about, and now I'm dealing with it, internally and with John. But yeah, partially with John. But, it's like I've always been the type of partner that doesn't want to fully divulge everything with John, because it's like it's very upsetting, and it's like I hate seeing him, upset. And it's like I purposely left that part of my life alone and not to touch, because it's just too upsetting for me, and I don't know how I will handle it. And it's just so broken that I don't know if it's fixable. And what I mean by that is, like, of course, everyone can read between the lines with what I'm saying. Growing up, I loved my mom, and of course, I still love my mom. But, that being said, my biological father, I haven't seen him in years, since I was like very little. I don't even care to see him. I don't care. But my stepfather, it's like I refuse to touch that subject, because I don't know. And it just makes me feel happy that when I see, John and, his family, because I see his family quite regularly, his, grandparents with him. It makes me feel happy because they accepted me, and I've always told John, no matter what, that I love him. And we've been together for 6 years, and in the beginning, it was hard because I was so just emotionally broken, and but it's like when I see him talk to his mom, it just makes me feel happy that he has that open communication with his mom. And we always compare stories because ours are just so much the same. And of course, he's much older, than me, but he's, repaired it, and they always talk on the phone, they always, text, and his mom is just so sweet. But it's like, when I'm alone and, he's at work, and I just think to myself, it's like, it's just so much different than, mine. And well, to give you an example of that, it's the last time I saw my mom was 3 or 4 years ago, and I surprised her on Christmas morning. And I mean, of course, that, had to be, one of the funnest times to see my mom, because before then, I haven't really saw her. But then, sorry, that's my dog just going under the blankets. But then it's like, along with me just feeling upset, there's a part of me that just doesn't want to go and see my mom because of my stepdad. I never got along with my stepdad, and I know I never will, and I'm just gonna leave it at just some things aren't forgivable. But moving on from that topic, I just miss my mom a lot, and when I went into no. But to just give you an idea of where I'm at, I'm just depressed at the moment, and, you know, just feeling a lot of things, and I just want you guys to know that I'm not going to stop filming, but I will be back, and whenever that might be, I will let you know. But until then, I'm just going to continue working on me, because that's what I need to do. I need to do some soul searching. I need to, you know, figure out what it is that I need to do. I need to figure out what makes me happy. I need to figure out, excuse me, I need to figure out what it is that I want out of life, and what I want to achieve. I don't know. There's just a part of me inside that just feels broken, and I don't know. Yep. Because it's like, I always tell myself, it's like, if it was just like my mom and I in the picture, it's like I wouldn't, you know, be where I am right now. And but I can't change the past, and I just gotta move on. But I'm just that person that just bottles things in, and when it all comes out, it just all comes out. And it just sucks, because as a kid, I could never express myself how I wanted to. I could never, you know, be the type of kid that I just wanted to be. like, of course, you know, what I love is having fake nails. And it took a while for me to tell John why it is the way it is, because he thought I wanted to change like a part of it, but I just told him it's because as much as I am a boy, I like wearing makeup, but I don't always leave the house in full makeup. But I always viewed myself as a gender bender, where I always bend the rules for a male. And I just, I don't know, but that's just it. But I'm just going to leave everyone on a positive note that I love everyone, and if you are dealing with depression and you're afraid to talk to someone, family members, just go seek help, because if I didn't have my therapist, I wouldn't know what to do. To be honest, I really honestly don't know where I would be without my therapist. But yeah. I wish this video was a lot happier and bubblier, but it's not. But at least everyone gets to see the real me that's not always happy and bubbly and full of life, and there's actual emotion in the Ice Queen. But yeah, I hope everyone has a great day, and I will see everyone soon. Bye.